What is happening? Welcome to another pitcher video breakdown. My name is Nick Pollack, founder of PitcherList.com, former college pitcher, former travel baseball coach, and I'm here today after 10 years running Pitcher List. No, to talk about James Paxton. I love pitching. If you guys don't know me, if you're new to the channel, James Paxton is someone that I actually have followed since like 2015. One of the very first major articles I put out for my site was doing a gift breakdown of my excitement of James Paxton, and it has been a joy to watch him finally be the guy that he used to be once again. I remember that no-hitter against Toronto. I remember him excelling with fastballs and cutters and curveballs and changeups, and to see him finally healthy and pitching at this elite level is an absolute joy. So I'm actually going to watch all of this because I'm addicted to this. I love watching these games with you guys. I hope you do too. Make sure you comment about who you want me to watch. I'm trying to do a different pitcher every single day. So I don't want to do repeats if I can. I already did Shohei Ohtani. It's fine. Shohei Ohtani is the easy one on YouTube. I'm doing it for you, not for the search, okay? So let's go and watch James Paxton. Here we go. So what does James Paxton do these days? He throws these fastballs. 93 is really slow, by the way. That's not what he does, okay? And he has a slider, really a cutter at 86. So 94, James Paxton does a good job of pounding the zone at 1-2. It's in the middle of the zone. Okay, I'm speeding through this. Really, what Paxton did in the start is he threw a ton of fastballs in the zone, and then he had that nice slider that we saw at 86 go out of the zone. Paxton is really good with his four-seamer. In this game, we're going to see 15 whiffs on that pitch, while the curve and change are kind of an afterthought in this one. And that's okay, because the cutter is a really good complement. As you're seeing here, he's throwing these fastballs to Quan. That's a 95 down the middle of 1-2 and a high swing decision. And to see him not really get to that means that Quan's very much in the defensive, looking out for that cutter or something else off speed, not ready for that. And I feel like Paxton can just kind of win this at bat by willing his heater into the zone. We'll see what we get. Maybe that cutter down and away. And we did. And Quan is just that good. That's actually the curveball at 81. Quan is just that good. Now, that's in the zone at 1-2. And we know that Quan is very good and disciplined. However, at 1-2, you don't want that to be a strike for as long as it is, right? This at 1-2, you think like, oh, it's a strike. It's the bottom of the zone. This is a strike forever, okay? And Quan, a really good hitter, follows the ball well. And you can see with the fastball, he's kind of eyeing the secondary stuff. This pitch is going to stay in the zone, and fall down into here. Okay, and yes, I have it worked today. Thank you so much for commenting that you didn't see the graphic. I fixed it. You can see it, and there it is. It fell. Oh, nailed it! Right at the bottom of the zone. Because it's a strike for so long, Quan is going to be swinging at this, and Quan is so good at speeding up his swing and just getting the end of the bat on this, and that's going to be a hit. So there's little things like that against a good guy who doesn't strike out like Quan. Fastball 94, and you've seen the aggression there from Arias, I should say. Kind of shows that, yeah, you should not be going dead red on a four-seamer now. Like, stay around the edges. Make him get himself out. Yeah, again, 94. And now you can get really cute. This is where I would love to see Paxton getting that changeup down and away, but honestly, I would just throw another fastball up. Yeah. Get him out. Get out of here. Done. You were trying so hard to hit a fastball, and you got 3 of them. None of them were strikes. None of them were strikes. So why do anything different? There you go. 95. Oh, he couldn't come down. I mean, that is a strike, Robomes, please. I mean, no one, that never gets called. Couldn't quite get on top of that one. I like the idea, though. Tries to go fastball there, and the reason he wants to go fastball inside is because against right-handers, a fastball that goes up here, which is prime James Paxton. When I remember this 99-mile-per-hour fastball to Josh Donaldson in his no-hitter against the Jays. He would go fastball there, and then he would go cutter underneath, and it is so deadly when he does that, when he executes it. Incredible. And there it is. Even though he missed with the fastball inside, he still went with that cutter and gets that swing, right? God, cool to see it. That's hard to do, boy. And he goes back inside. Oh, beautiful spot at 2-2. Yeah, he's swinging on that every single time, and you're going to get that out. It's really hard for a batter to wrap that around. Wrap the barrel around and get out in front, especially after missing on the breaking ball before it. Misses with that cutter. Tries to follow it up with a 95 away. I mean, this is really nice. It's 2-0, but he's barely missing. That is a mistake. That is an absolute mistake. And Paxton deserved that run, right? Because he didn't execute the curveball 1-2 to Quan, and Quan did what he does well. That is how Quan is the leadoff man against for the Guardians. That's what he does, right? You have to throw a better 1-2 pitch than that curveball. I know I'm being very, very harsh on it, but that's just kind of how it works. And then that cutter is terrible against Naylor. Like, he's super out in front. He wasn't even expecting a cutter there, but because it's the middle of the play, it's just easy for him to just swap that pitch. There's a fastball 95. And by the way, he has yet to be beat on the heater, right? The curveball got the hit. The cutter got the double. Hasn't been beat on the fastball. And there you go. He gets a whiff there. And a low pitch was just crazy. And of course, when I say he hasn't been beat in the heater, what's the next pitch? It's another one. Now, this is a fastball after seeing the whiff low. I understand the confidence. He's not trying to go more middle. You can see how Bell is late on this, and it's almost a foul ball. So if he gets this farther inside as he intended, that's a whiff or a foul ball, right? He gets the strike he wants. It leaked out more than he wanted to. Honestly, I think that if Paxton just throws 96 right here to a lot of right-handed batters, it's going to work. That's how good his fastball is. And even this one barely squeaks into the line here. I mean, you can see, look at Josh Bell's reaction. Look how he doesn't even think that this is a fair ball. He swings. Oh, wow. That might be fair. You know? So, all right. Double scores a run, 2-0. Feels bad, right? How was he going to adjust? How is he going to get out of this inning? So there's a bad curveball trying to get free real estate, misses. Free real estate, for those that don't know, is when you throw an early breaking ball at 0-0, 1-0. And if you throw it inside the zone, about 90% of the time, you'll get a strike out of it. You'll get a good outcome. Or an out or so. It's very rare to allow a hit at 0-0, 1-0 on a breaking ball in the zone for a guy that doesn't throw like 80% breaking balls. That's called free real estate, just so you guys know. That's a really nice cutter, by the way, down in the zone at 1-0, and Jimenez is looking for that heater, and he just completely burns him on him. And if he doesn't, it's a called strike. So that's a beautiful, beautiful 1-0 pitch. I love it. That's impressive. So 1-1, heater's got to come here. Yeah, he misses away. Okay, he tugs it. And he misses that one. So Paxton's laboring here. This is 22 pitches already done. I know I don't have the count graphic. I'm sorry. It's kind of hard to make that work with everything. I'm kind of looking into seeing if there's a good way for me to do that in the future. But anyway, Paxton at 3-1 here. He's laboring. He's trying to figure out how to get this out. And honestly, in my head, I'm just like, look, just throw fastballs, man. Your fastball is really good. He's trying to do it. He's missed 2. But just calibrate, figure out a way to just get one in the zone and make them beat you. He's going cutter because he's trying to find the release point of that fastball after missing 2 of them. I get it. I will also mention, you don't necessarily want to do a meatball here at 3-2 with a man on second and an open base and 2 outs. I get that. I kind of think like Paxton's good enough that you just kind of do it. Oh, man, yeah, that's not good. All right. Not the worst walk ever again. Man on second, 2 outs. That's the time to walk a batter. If there ever is one. Especially when you're facing a worse bottom of the lineup. 95 getting missed there by Zunino is kind of showing like, yeah, he could get beat here if you execute it. Oh, he gets the call. He needs that call. Paxton is in a moment where he's not quite calibrated with his fastball at the moment. It's getting laborious. He's 27 pitches in now. He needs that call to get to 1-2. Oh boy, now you can probably throw a cutter and he's done. Or you can throw a high heater, whatever you want. Yeah, the cutter and he's done. There it is. And that inside fastball sets up that cutter down. Okay? So that was a rough inning for Paxton. Let's see how he responds. He got a breather. Fastball upstairs, doesn't get it. Okay, okay, find it. Good, he found it, and this is a tough moment for Paxton, right? You know, he's getting beat on the heaters. He's not executing the first pitch. He doesn't really feel comfortable. It doesn't look good right now. And they're cool. You found something else. You got the curveball. And so we got 0-1 here. And good. You can follow around with the pitch count on the bottom left. Sorry I don't have the count. I'm going to figure something out for that. Fastball up and in. Beautiful. That should be an out. I imagine this is an out. Beautiful. Don't worry about how far it is and everything like that. That's an out. All right, so now you got a pitch. You got a man on third. You can't allow a sac fly here. And I love this. They're going inside. Why are they going inside? Because it's harder to get lift into the outfield. If it's a pitch, this is something that I think a lot of pitchers overlook. I remember actually in college, I made this mistake. I had a senior tell me about it, and I thought it was really wise, and it's something I applied moving forward. This is the situation. Let me tell you. It is a man on third and 1 out. As a pitcher, you do not want to allow a fly ball to the outfield. That's a sac fly. That is a run. And generally, when you're a lefty against a lefty or a same batted handedness, you do not want to go away. You want to go inside. Generally, inside equates to more grounders than going away. So if you want to get out of this inning without allowing that run, you should have an extra emphasis on going inside. Even if you walk this guy, that could be a ground ball to get 2. That is how you get through innings with a man on third and 1 out. Or you can strike them out. That's fine. But the little things like preventing that fly ball is about stopping the arms getting extended and getting lift to the outfield. So that's why you see this first pitch from Paxton that was inside. That is the game plan here.
It's not about 298 on the road, so over 100-point difference, 110.
And that's a cutter away. Now, a cutter away is going to be harder to get that lift, right? It's going to be down. Hopefully, that's a grounder. It stays in the infield and can prevent it. So now they're going back inside. 3-0 again, not the worst walk. Oh, man. Okay, he lets him. Okay, Quan. Quan, that's the pitch you swing at. And he gets a little bit of lifts, but it's not enough, right? He got it inside far enough. So that is not a sac fly. Great job by Paxton executing a 3-1 pitch like that. That's beautiful. That saves a run. All right, now you got to attack him. This is a guy that just gave you everything with a fastball. And that's 4 swings and 4 whiffs on that fastball. You just got to keep attacking him with fastballs. Again, he cannot hit your fastball, Paxton. Did he? Ooh. Do it again. 6 swings, 6 whiffs on Paxton's fastball. Oh, man. That's funny. The entirety of the Guardians, actually, maybe you see Arias again. In this game, 9 whiffs on 4-seamers. Arias, 6. The rest of the team, insane. All right, great. So you got out of that, right? Man on third, 1 out. You got the weak fly ball, and you attacked with the fast one. You beat him. Whew. Good. There's free real estate. Oh, you love to see it. We ever only seen that from Paxton, actually really this season. And to see him find that good, get into a groove here in the 3rd inning, that's a very good sign. And they're trying to do it again, and he fails. Okay, not a good sign. And he goes for the cutter, and Jose Ramirez is thinking 1-1 after 2 curveballs. I'm going to see a fastball. He overcommits on that cutter. Oh, man, that's beautiful to see. So he was thinking fastball there, and because he's seen 3 breaking balls, I imagine Ramirez is going to switch away from the fastball and go to secondary, and this is when you do attack him inside with the fastball. I like this call. Execute it. Cutter now? So, yeah, so Ramirez knows he was trying to go to a fastball, missed it, so it changes things. Only 1 well-executed pitch in that one. You know, just the curveball. Not the best from Paxton there. That was a weird swing. I felt like Naylor wasn't looking for it, and then all of a sudden felt like it was his dream spot, and then he swung. That's weird to see an 0-0 swing like that. That's fine. That's an out. That's fine. That's a good 0-1 pitch. You know, it's much better than the cutter that Naylor hit for a double last time, right? Tries to get free real estate, fails. Not doing so well on that in this game with that curveball. Okay, cool. You got free real estate with a cutter. Sometimes people can say, especially in like 2-strike counts, that this is a pitch that guys can drive to left field as right-handers. They drop the barrel. That's really dangerous. At 1-0, he's probably looking for a fastball. Okay, that's fine.
On the right field line to drive home Naylor in the first.
Nope.
4 hits in the game, 3 of them doubles.
So I'm watching a guy who's laboring this entire game. I hope you're seeing the same thing that I am here. It gets better as it goes on. But we're in the third inning right now, and James Paxton is trying to figure it out. Not great.
We had a talk about switch hitting.
That's a good pitch. A 3-1. You get that foul ball like that, you throw a better one now. Yeah. Oh, that's nice. That's a 3-2 pitch. It was actually ball 5. Because the last two were both out of the zone, and Bell fell for it. That was cool. And I think this really shows the importance of Paxton having that cutter. That cutter was not really there the first 4 starts. And it's really added this extra element when Paxton doesn't have his best fastball. He does have 15 whiffs, 6 of them against Arias. And I think he's going to improve on it. But these first 3 innings, that cutter has saved him a good amount of times. Gotten some really awkward swings. Gotten some outs. Like that is a huge deal for him. Obviously the double from Naylor, fine. But still, it's helped him a ton here. Good fastball there, 94, good pitch there. And Jimenez swinging that is kind of telling me he wants one. So, this is interesting. You see this, I want to review this. You see this fastball down and away, and you see Jimenez swing at it, right? And he fouls it off. This is kind of telling me that he wants this fastball, and because he wanted it and fouled it off, kind of tells me he's not good at this outside one. So going back inside, the plan here is to now go upstairs with it. Like this. But what ends up happening is it actually lands away. And you get a ground out. And that doesn't surprise me. Because Jimenez just showed that he wants to swing at this fastball and he's not good at the one away. So this might have actually been worse in some factors. Maybe not. Maybe Jimenez just couldn't hit the fastball. That's fine. And yeah, you execute a good fastball, you get out. Just something to think about there. Like body language of what hitters tell you in that bat is everything, I think, when it comes to sequencing. Man, and once again, the secondary is letting him down. That was supposed to be free real estate at 0-0. Missed that one. Tried to get one with the cutter. Missed that one. That's the next step for Paxton. It will happen. I think as he gets more innings on the mound and isn't interrupted, James Paxton can be that guy who's just dominating with those cutters and curveballs, and then all of a sudden he has this fastball 96. Missing that one, yeah, come on. Oh boy, what a terrible at bat. Terrible at bat. Just could not find anything. And the thing is, that's a 7-hitter. That's Zanino who couldn't do anything to you. You know, that's 5 straight balls now. You got to find something. And the reason he went to a cutter there is because he couldn't find the fastball. So he's trying to change it up to another pitch to hopefully find the groove of it. And yeah, that's not a surprise. If you're seeing a pitcher who has just walked a guy on 4 pitches and now 1-0, all you should be doing is sitting for a fastball that's like where you want it to be. And this one is absolutely in Brennan's wheelhouse. Like, this is down right where the barrel is. This is like the dream spot for every lefty. I'm happy Paxton's okay. He didn't get hit by this liner, but yeah, this is never where Paxton intends to throw his fastball anyway. You're kind of lucky it's just a single. You can work around that. That's good. Good. Get that inside and 1-0. You're like, Nick, isn't that close to the 1-0 pitch they saw? Different situation. A little bit more inside. Straw is not that kind of guy. He's not in that same swing decision mode that the 8-hitter was. Get this up, though. Or it's the cutter. Great. And I think what they're doing right now, which you should be doing, 1 out, man on second, you want to get a grounder. You want to get that double play right now. So if you aim inside to raise, I mean, that's also always Paxton's goal, but that cutter could have been a grounder to third right there. It went foul. Almost got the double play. But you see that way out in front on the cutter, I feel like you do throw another cutter underneath or a curveball, or you can try and go upstairs with the fastball. That's a good 0-2 pitch, man. I'm a fan of that one. If that's a little bit more, if it's here as opposed to here, it actually is kind of better. And the reason why you want to do that is because this could be debatable as an inside or not. So now you have 2 things, right, that are like, hey, is this inside or not? And it makes it so that there's another reason why they won't swing at it. But I like that. If you do another one, I think Straw would swing. Because he's thinking breaking ball now. Oh, wow. Big curveball. Love it. I don't think that Straw was looking for that one. And then he saw the curveball come and go, oh, no, that's going to be backdoor. And doesn't know how far that's going to drop. And Paxton got a lot of drop on that one. You know, he's thinking, Straw's thinking that this is going to land down here. And he has to protect it. And this is so good because he's swing committed on it. And that's the difference between the one we saw from Kwon, which landed in the zone. So he's able to make contact. Because it's out of the zone, though, it's a lot harder to make contact on it, and you get the whiff. Big, big strikeout for Paxton there. Love it. Tough at bat here against Kwon, though. And look, he finally executes that fastball inside. He's been trying to do it to Kwon all game. Love to see that. Do it again. That one leaked out over, and Kwon's like, that's the one I wanted. So now it's kind of tough. I think Kwon's going to be really defensive here. Expecting the cutter or the curveball, which means you can probably beat him inside with a fastball. I would not go secondary. I would not go secondary still. I would go fastball inside. Good enough. I mean, I don't really love the location, but I think because he didn't use a secondary pitch at all, Kwon, it's on his mind. And Kwon is very good at not striking out. And the reason for that is he essentially hedges his bets a lot on breaking balls, able to adjust quickly. But that means that you're generally worse at fastballs. So that kind of pitch that is more dangerous to a big guy because they are more fastball hunting is not going to be the same with Kwon because he is hedging his bets more, right? He's not selling out so much for that heater. That's kind of just how his approach is. So good job for Paxton getting that inside so that did return a ground out. What are you doing? That's 7 whiffs.
Is he really?
7 on fastballs now. Arias, oh my gosh. 8! No way, 9. Oh my gosh. You've got to be kidding me. James Paxton had 6 whiffs on his fastball to everyone else but Arias. That is 9 four-seamer whiffs from James Paxton yesterday that all came against Arias. That's insane. It's why you got to watch games. I didn't realize this. I didn't realize that 15 four-seamer whiffs from Paxton and 9 of them against Arias.
I mean,
oh my gosh.
That's 6, and he's been able to get Arias 3 times.
That's a good fastball inside for a quick out. You love to see that from Paxton. Love it.
Good for the Twins.
All right. So, I mean, my takeaway right now from Paxton is that this is not prime Paxton, right? His command has been all over the place this entire time, and he's gotten lucky with Arias. There you go. Is that a fastball whiff? Yeah, okay, okay. There's one of the 6. Unbelievable. All right, that is interesting. Naylor has gotten 2 pitches now that are secondary pitches that fall into the middle of the zone, and he's done damage on it. He was not expecting this breaking ball in the middle. Like, that is not what he's really going for. He fouls it off essentially. It's like, oh, like Josh Bell, there's a hit. Keep in mind that was 0-1 it was 0-1 instead of 1-0, so it's not free. Realistic way to get that inside.
I like it.
It's a 1-1 count now. Another one. And that's actually, like DJ Khaled, that's actually close to the double that Bell hit. And that's why I was kind of like, it's fine before, because even Bell thought it was going to be a foul ball before. And also, Bell is actually thinking he's going to follow up that fastball inside with a cutter down and in, and he gets beat on this. So now Bell is like, oh boy, what do I choose? And if you're Paxton, you can execute either one, because I think Bell is stuck in purgatory of where he's not going to be able to sell out on one of the two. He just doesn't feel confident in either choice. So if you want to go a fastball up, that should work. If you want to go a cutter down and in here, that should work. Either one. If you want to do a backdoor curveball, just get down here. All of that should work here against Bell, because he is in purgatory. See, the thing is, that was an easy take because that was inside, right? And inside is easier for Bell to resist than it is upstairs. So 2-2 here. And goes a cutter. Oh my gosh. Oh. Ugh. Oh. Look at this terrible swing from Josh Bell. This is how good James Paxton's cutter is these days. Oh. That wasn't even close, Josh. Oh my gosh.
James Paxton doubles.
Hey, all right, you got a first pitch strike with a fastball.
Just 3 hits.
Good, pound that in. This is the 6-hitter. You can do this. This is what we haven't really seen from Paxton much. He did it against Josh Bell, but there have been a lot of at-bats where he's really missed with a heater. And that's 2 straight strikes. You just attacked with him. Make him beat you on the fastball and not down and up. Great, just keep doing it. Great, that's an out.
Pretty well hit. Deep center field. Ref Snyder going back. Makes the catch slide.
I mean, all right, it was on the warning track. Fair enough. 0-2 inside the zone. Fine. Still an out. Hey, good job to get that barely. I don't know if that was a strike. Cutter? Ooh, I like that. I do like that. And, you know, good job resisting it. He almost went for it. I think if that's lower, like if that misses here instead, because you had the outside fastball, Zunino doesn't have the best read on that inside fastball, so he might think that the temptation of this isn't as great because he might think it's already a ball if it was a fastball coming in here that he would have taken. But if it's down, then he might have gotten that swing. Like, it's harder to do. I think it's an important distinction to make here. That's nice. I love that. When it comes to sequencing and trying to get those whiffs on cutters inside, I think generally you do have to set it up with a fastball inside first. It's a lot harder to do this, set it up with a fastball away. That's generally my theory. I don't know if everyone will agree with that. I don't know, but it's just my thought process of you need to teach the hitter what your fastball does and where that goes before you throw the cutter off the plate and inside. But that's beautiful. And that's kind of my point about where you miss with the fastball up. Oh, that's a weird swing. You normally don't see that. I mean, this is kind of like a defensive one where you all of a sudden realizes the cutter might come down, so he's going to swing and miss on that one. If you see that in MLB The Show, that happens all the time. But hey, all right, we take those. You know, bottoms of the lineup, bottom of the lineups, whatever. Hitters at the bottom of the lineup. Generally, we'll do that. Okay. There's a fastball that Brennan, if he was sitting fastball, might have been able to do something with. Now he gets a tougher one away. And what do you do now? You probably do a cutter off of that. That's the same idea. You throw the fastball away, and then you can do a cutter off of it. Brennan might be expecting it, and he's not swinging at 2 fastballs. Kind of think he's going after breaking balls, so maybe you can beat him with a high fastball now. You're going to go with the cutter? Okay. And that was too far away. Too much. Too much. Do you go with a better one? Or do you go with the fastball up? What do you guys go? Think about what you would do right now. Personally, I would go with the fastball up. You can kind of see how he just completely spat on that pitch. I feel like the entire at bat Brennan has been waiting for a breaking ball in the zone to hit. So I'm going to go fastball up. Oh, and he had him. He totally had him. He just didn't execute that well. You do it again. See, that's too hittable. I mean, you got an out because Brennan isn't capable for it, but if that actually gets up, he's swinging and missing on that instead of giving it a chance. So we have one more inning here. Fastball inside, great. He's at pitch. By the way, he was at 94 pitches. In modern baseball, especially a guy who's only gotten like 5 innings so far and doesn't have a long track record of innings through the year, at 94 pitches, you see Paxton still out on the mound. I kind of love it. Thank you, Red Sox. I appreciate you. High fastball. Look, and everyone's like, oh, no, that's susceptible to damage. Nope, foul ball, 0-2. I mean, especially against Miles Straw. Like, yeah, so this is the thing I'm trying to get at. Remember before he took this one, but then we saw the whiff up here from Zunino? There's a difference between this and this. I love these more than I love these. This is my favorite, but this is really good. Also depends on the context of the at-bat, of course. Different times. Wow. Props to Straw. Absolute props to put wood on that one. This is a great pitch. I mean, you generally don't see this getting hit, especially as hard as it is. Getting on top of that. Fortunately, the guy was positioned correctly, as you kind of should with Straw for it to be more along the line, especially against fastball guys like Paxton, who is going to go up like that, and Miles Straw is going to be more behind on it. But yeah, whew. Good pitch, Paxton. Free real estate. Oh, come on, Blue. Come on. That's like the best curve he's thrown all day. So, I mean, this against Kwon at 1-0, a lot of Josh Naylor, I think, would have done damage on this one. Kwon, I feel like, should have done damage on this one. But that does kind of show how hard it is to hit Paxton's fastball when he does throw in the zone. It is not an easy pitch to hit, right? And I talk a lot about locations and what's generally good, and I oftentimes do put labels on fastballs, but of just like the generic one. And sometimes I said it's a really bad one or a really good one. I'm going to put this on the good pile because that 96 at 1-0 with a high likelihood that you are hunting for this heater, especially after missing the curveball at 1-0 at 0-0. And they get a foul ball on that. Oh, you love to see that. Fastball up and away. No. Oh. You don't see whiffs like that at 2-1 from Kwon. He was selling out for a 2-1 fastball. Oh, that was cool. And you see that, and Kwon's like, oh no, he's going to throw me another cutter. So you throw a fastball up. Oh, you got to get it up, though. You got to elevate that, boy. You had him. Now you can do the curveball. Yeah, that's too high. Kwon's going to fill those off all day. Curveball, come on. I know the curveball is what Kwon hit before, but if you actually get it down, it will work right now because it's just a different velocity. Yes! That is so close, and it's weird to get that call when the glove had to move so much. But at least he made up for the 0-0 curveball. Oh, man. That's like one of those at-bats where it went his way, right? Like, that's a miss. Let's just treat it like that. That's a miss. You're just hoping it's good enough, you know? It's 0 for 3. Has struck out all 3 times tonight. Oh, look at Arias. Good job, Arias. We are so proud of you, Arias. 1 for 10 swings at making contact on that fastball. I mean, look where this one is. This is the last pitch of the game for Paxton. It's down. It's because it's down, right? And I feel like that is such a good representation of how Paxton's fastball plays. It does not play down like this. I mean, sure, we just actually saw one very close to this against Kwon. Very different count, 3-2 right on the edge and, you know, different. This is Arias trying so bad to hit that fastball after striking out, going 0 for 9 on fastballs before. And he's ready for this, and he grounds out. But because it's down and not up, he hits it. But that's James Paxton, everybody. And I enjoyed watching this man. I hope you did too. My takeaway, command is still an issue. He did get better as it went on. It definitely felt good in the 6 and 7. Also seems pumping 97, 98, getting harder as it went on is really nice. And it kind of shows, I think, his comfortability as he keeps going on in the season. He's finding his rhythms. He's finding his groove. Much better command, too, in those final innings. And I think as we see Paxton pitch more, he's going to get into these rhythms. The overall line is not quite right. Because, again, 9 whiffs against 1 batter on that 4-seamer is just insane. He had 25 on the night, though. So even if you take away Arias, that's still 14 whiffs overall. With cutters involved there, too, against the rest of the Guardians lineup. But Paxton, the fact that he's going 105 pitches, the Red Sox threw him out there for the 7th is great. The fact that his cutter is becoming more of an asset for him. He still has to figure out the curveball a little bit. And the fastball is a very good pitch in the upper half. I like James Paxton. I'm excited for what's ahead, and he's just going to get better. All right, thank you so much for watching this one. I hope you enjoyed it as much as I did. I love these. Go comment down below who you want me to cover. I'm going to be covering a different guy every single day. So, James Paxton, I hope that you are much better later in the season. Likely not going to cover you again. Maybe we will. Maybe down in September or so. But that is it for today. So my name is Nick Pollack. And may your BABIPs be low and your strikeouts high.